What's up everyone, Tina here, and in this video I'm excited to share with you the new blog update. There are lots of new updates inside of our blog builder which allows us to rank higher on Google and make the entire SEO game a lot easier. For example, we have simplified the URLs. We have now removed the B's and the C's in the URL. I will show you how that looks like in a minute. We have also automated the sitemap, which means if you change a blog post or if you release a new blog post, that will automatically be submitted to Google or any other search engine, and you don't have to resubmit the sitemap over and over again. Also, new blog posts can now be opened in a new page. Before you had to open it in the same page, now you can click the preview in a new page button. We now also have different opportunities to add canonical URLs, which means you can tell Google exactly which link you want to rank for. And lastly, now you can also create your own customization with different layouts and different designs. So let me walk you through all of this. So click on sites on the left, then on blogs at the top, and you will have to create a new blog site. To do that, click plus new top right corner, and here you will have to insert the blog title. So this is the blog site title. This is not the title of your blog post, of your articles, right? So just type here what your blog is all about. For example, your blog is about Bali dogs, then say so, okay? Hovering over that little information icon, you can also see that this is what appears in the browser tab title bar and in the search result. So you want to make sure that your keywords, which you want to rank for, are listed in the blog site title. Then you can set your domain and your slug, which is your main domain. Select your main domain, which is connected to your account, and then add Bali Dog Blog, for example. At this point here, you can also add or edit a new domain, which brings you back to the settings, and then you can click add, and then you can follow the wizard, inserting a new domain right here. So back in the blog site builder, here you can also add a blog meta description. Again, this is not the meta description for your articles. This is the meta description for your entire blog site. You can insert up to 100 characters, so please make sure you again include any keyword which you would like to rank for. So for example, we are trying to rank for Bali dogs and we want to insert our Bali dog keyword right here. And here Bali dogs could be another keyword, and then let's hit create. Now you can see the blog page has been created. Automatically our blog post builder has opened up, but before I walk you through that, I'm just going to click back so you can see the difference. Now you can see here we have two blogs going, our default blog site and our Bali blog site, which we just created. So just click on that. And from here, you can then edit your blog site, which you just created. You can either edit it in the same window or in a new tab. Let's click edit in a new tab. So here you can see the layout of our blog site, which you can edit on the right-hand side. So click on any image so that the orange element is selected. And here you can see the blog type. Either it's a standard one or the compact one, which is kind of like a list view. Here you can change the element name from blog post to something else. I would just keep it if I was you. Here you can insert the title of your blog site. The best blog about Bali dogs, for example, you want to make sure again that your keyword is in the title as well. Again, please remember this is the title for your entire blog site, not for any individual blog article. Down here, you want to select a category, which you have to set up prior. So in this case, it's AI or coaching. In this case, we're not going to select any. But please note also these keywords. If you select any category now, let's select coaching, for example, then coaching, this keyword will also show up in the slug in the URL. And down here, you can further customize what kind of data you want to see. If you want to enable or disable the image, you can do that here. That looks terrible, so let's enable the image again. Enable or disable tags. You can see the green tags right here, productivity and hacks. If you disable that, they disappear. The title, you can turn it on and off. I would recommend you to keep all of them on, the author even, right? If you want to show the author right here, Devon Lane, for example, turn it off, she disappears, turn it back on. Actually, Google really likes it if they see who wrote the article because they don't really punish you for AI-generated content. However, they do want to see that a real person wrote the blog post. Even if you use AI to generate your blog post, and I would encourage you to use AI to help you with it, but I would also encourage you to put your own spin on it and you put your own spices in it and to just really make it your own and not make it 100% AI generated. Because yeah, at this very moment, you can still tell, is it AI generated or not? Then you can hide the publish date. I also recommend you to turn this on because Google likes to see frequent updates on your content. If you have old content on your blog, go back and edit it and update it because that again will help you to rank on Google or any other search engine really. Then the description here, you can turn it on or off. You can see here, this one is a description. All right. And that's it. Optimize image load. Always turn this on because the faster your images load when somebody clicks on your articles, the higher you will rank on Google as well. So speed of your website is key as well. Then at the top, you can click on styles. Here you can change the background color. Here you can change the image corner. Let's make it round a little bit. You can see here the image corner changing, right? Then you can adjust the margin and padding here on mobile version and on desktop version. The background color of the sites. So let's say we want to make it black, for example, and all your font may be white, for example. Then that looks like that. Again, you can adjust margin and padding in the mobile version and on the desktop version. The tags color is this one here, the productivity and the hex, for example. You can change that to whatever else you would like it to be. You can change the font. My favorite is actually Lato. Let's select that. You can change the font size. You can change the font weight. Let's make that 15, for example. So this is still under the tag section, right? Then the font weight, make it bold. Yeah, nice. You can change the style. You can make it bold, italic, underline. You can change the typography here as well. Again, adjust margin and padding on mobile and on desktop. Down here, you can adjust blog post title. Again, the font family should be Lato in my opinion. Again, and all the same settings right here as well. The same goes for the heading. Let's adjust the font to Lato. Again, same settings here. Then the description, I would change that to Lato as well. Again, font size and font weight, same. And the author icon radius, that's this one here. And under settings, you can also upload an image for your authors. Then we have again the same settings, font style, text transform. Same for the publish date and the buttons as well. Then under advanced at the top, you can adjust the border, no border, full border, bottom border. Okay, you can adjust it solid, dash, dotted. You can select the border width and the border color as well, the border radius, select your edges, all edges top or only bottom ones. You can decide if you want to add a box shadow. If so, how much percentage. And if you want to show this site on desktop and or on mobile. At the top, you can also switch to mobile view to see how would that look like in mobile view. Beautiful. And don't forget to hit save and publish at the top. Now at the top, you can switch between the blog homepage and blog posts. Let's create a blog post. Click blog post. And here it will show you a dummy blog post because obviously we haven't created any blog post just yet, which looks good to me. And also nearly the same settings. You can see on the right-hand side, you can customize the element section, the background color, the images. Click on advanced and you can adjust the border options and decide if you want to show it on desktop and mobile. Let's hit save. And you see this window popping up, and this pops up after each blog post gets updated or after each site you create anyway. And you want to make sure that you insert all of this metadata. So this is the metadata which gets submitted to Google or any other search engine. This is not the metadata which will show up on your blog post. Okay, so make sure that you insert your keywords into the title, again, into the description as we already discussed prior. Here you can add keywords separated by comma. Then you can add your author, the social image, whatever image you want to have shown when you share this blog post on social media. Then you can add links and tags as well as select the language which your blog post is written in. Let's hit save and let's hit publish. Now let's say we wanted to create a new post inside the blog builder. We just click on sites on the left, blogs on the top. We select our blog site and then we just click plus new post. Add a title, change the image, add a text for the cover image, add your description, hit create post, and the blog builder will automatically open up again. And here you can see instructions why you should create a blog and how to rank on Google. For now, let's delete that. Let's type our own title and let's mark this, for example. Let's click AI. Let's hit generate with AI. And from here, you can select the type you want to generate with AI. Is it an outline? Is it an introduction or a section? Okay, let's say outline for now. Put your content title here. Again, add a brief description, add your keywords, select your writing tone between funny, casual, excited, and the number of variations you want to see output in. 3 is pretty good. Let's hit generate. And here on the left, you can see your different variations. This is content variation number 1. It created an entire outline based on the input we gave it. Content variation 2, it's a second outline. And content variation 3 is the third outline. Let's say we really love the first variation, the introduction, the section 1, section 3, and the conclusion. Let's hit copy. It moves it over to the chosen content. And let's hit continue. And now here we go. You can see the entire outline has been added to your blog post. Now you can keep going like this. You can mark the introduction, click on AI, hit generate with AI. And now, for example, you could choose introduction and continue the same process. What is the content title? Give it a description, what you would like the introduction to speak about, add your writing tone, your keywords, and so on and so forth. And this way you can generate an entire blog post using AI. Let's hit save and then let's hit continue. And here we have even more SEO data which can be adjusted. Here's our URL slug, which looks absolutely terrible, so it's far too long. We definitely want to go ahead and adjust this. So let's adjust that. Let's insert a shorter slug. And here you can see your URL will look like this. There's your root domain, whatever your domain is.com /post and then /Bali docs in Bali, which is again the main link you want Google to read and to rank you. Then you can choose your category. Either you can add a new category here, fill out the fields, category label, add an image, make sure you add some text which will be attached to the image. Then you can select your slug, for example, dogs, and then add your description as well. For now, let's hit cancel and choose a category which already exists. Let's select AI, then add your keywords down here. This can be short keywords or also long tail keywords. Also make sure that you add some of those. Select the author, in this case me, or you can add a new author right now here as well by click on new author. You can put their name, you can upload their photo, you can insert an image alt text. Again, this text will be attached to the image so that you can also rank on Google Images. Put an author description, what he or she is up to in their life, why he or she writes about this particular topic, and add their social links as well. Then down here, you can either keep it and save it as a draft and send it off to the editor to look over it. You can publish it directly or you can schedule and publish it. If you're bulk creating content, which I would recommend you to do because this way you can stay really consistent in delivering your content, I would highly recommend you schedule and publish this because Google likes consistency and they will reward you for consistently publishing content. Whenever you filled out all your data, you can just hit save and that's it. Now, let's say you created a blog prior to this update. How are you going to migrate the old blog to the new URL so that it can actually rank on Google? Just go to your old blog site, click on it, then go ahead and select all of the blogs that you want to move to the new blog site builder. Then click on Move Blog. Click the drop-down menu and select the new blog site where you would like to move this to. Please note, once you select this and you click move, all the old links will break. So make sure that if you have traffic coming from other sites which are backlinking to this blog, you will update them on time to let them know, hey, here's our new URL. And that's it already. This is our new updates on the blog builder, on the new blog site. I hope this helps and I hope this will help you to rank on Google and any other search engine a lot faster. I will see you in the next video.